Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? Unrested here, and today I forgot my microphone, so you'll have to bear with me. The sound's going to be probably like too low and kind of echoey for this room, so I apologize for that. Nothing I can really do about it right now. I could just not make a video, but let's not do that, right? Um, YouTube. What is going on with YouTube? Um, YouTube has become garbage. I I don't really like to use YouTube um, that much these days because it seems like everything they do, every change they make, every problem they run into, they just don't communicate anything to anybody who makes money for their site. And the people making money for their site, it's not really small guys like me. I mean, I put some ads on my stuff, but I'm like a small, tiny 100K channel. It's the big dudes, with million plus. And the thing is, they don't let people know about these changes that they make when they decide things are for restricted views or not advertiser friendly, whatever that means at this point. But at the same time, during the whole time that they've been working on demonetizing people's videos and creating the wonderful YouTube heroes, which you don't hear much about these days because it didn't really work out, they've let a huge problem go down with extremists and terrorist groups making videos and having advertisements on their videos. So why they're campaigning to shut down channels that have like a little bit of silly stuff like bullying, like Leafy, which I hate his channel. I don't even like his channel, but I don't think it should be demonetized at the same time. Meanwhile, they've let like extremists and jihadists make videos with advertisements on it because that's a smart corporate move, right? And I've talked to people internally within YouTube and people who work for YouTube, and the fact of the matter is, and I can say this as someone who's talked to multiple people from multiple departments in multiple countries in YouTube, is no one seems to know what any other part of YouTube is doing. If you talk to the security and privacy departments in YouTube, they don't know things that like programmers and maybe community managers are doing, which, okay, I understand that to a certain extent, but like I'm not going to expect some privacy or security guy to understand how the programmers do their job. But seriously, like there's mass emails, there's mass communication, there's mass ways to let everybody know what's going on. And that doesn't ever seem to be happening within YouTube. Um, it just seems like YouTube is really scattershot with everything they do. Um, and it kind of surprises me because we're not talking about something that's just started. Everybody say, "Oh, this is Growing Pains for YouTube. Growing Pains is for a brand new company." YouTube's been around for about 10 years now, I think. Is it about 10 years? I think I've been making videos for almost 10 years. They've been around for a while. Google is like the biggest internet company ever, and they own them. Um, it's ridiculous. Like there isn't an excuse when you're at the top of your game. Um, if there was any small tiny video site or like maybe like if Facebook had a competitor and that competitor started to have glitches and mess ups, I'd be like, yeah, they're the small fry in the group. Of course they're still figuring out how all this stuff works, and at the same time they're trying to compete with one of the biggest names out there. That's not what YouTube is. YouTube doesn't have competition. They don't have to be worrying about fighting competition while they work on how their networking, company communication, their you know creation providers, their great creators of their videos work. Like they only have to focus pretty much on a couple things. All right, and I realize here I'm breaking it down very simplistically, but it needs to be done a certain way. And this should have been established like ages ago. There should have been think tanks figuring out that things like this were eventually going to happen. There was eventually going to be people who made stuff that wasn't advertiser friendly for YouTube. And there's going to be people who made stuff that's maybe a little bit edgy for YouTube. All right. Maybe for the people who make stuff that's like a little bit edgy or is what they would deem advertiser not friendly, for companies that would do stuff like, kids toys or kids stuff, or, you know, they need to start dividing their departments into things that would be able to handle that. You can talk to multiple companies who advertise on YouTube, and they're fine to advertise on just about damn near anything. All right. Of course, they probably don't want to sponsor terrorist videos either, but that's another thing YouTube should have predicted was eventually going to happen. If anyone can upload anything, anyone will upload anything. I think it was Isaac Asimov who said, if the human mind can imagine it, one day man will be able to create it through a technology. So this was bound to happen. I mean, I'm not some kind of super techie guy or super future thinker, but it's very easy to imagine like things within YouTube will be abused. It's happened in the past with like, people putting porn videos up on YouTube, but they eventually get taken down really fast. How do they do that? There must have been some way that they were able to find most of these. You don't really find a lot of porn on YouTube, and if you do, it gets taken down pretty fast. It doesn't last very long. Why didn't they have that kind of lookout for terrorist videos? You know what I mean? There's things that they've had come on this service before that have been, obviously not meant for this service. Triple X videos are not meant for YouTube. That's a different type of tube, right? So they were able to kind of stamp that out. You don't really see it too much. You don't see too many, brand new movies being thrown up on YouTube. They've got some sort of, bot looking for that type of stuff. All right, like if someone films a brand new movie that came out and they throw it up on YouTube, they've got algorithms and stuff that either look for like certain songs within there, certain voices, movie themes, movie titles, logos, everything that knock them down right away. Why would you not make that for terrorist videos too? Terrorism isn't a brand new thing. Like people who are terrorists making those kind of videos aren't a brand new thing. It's not like it just started happening. If the human mind can imagine it, it will eventually happen. So, like, it's just like, now that they're finally starting to lose like all these big advertisers, Pepsi's pulling out, major corporations are pulling out all their funding. I'm seeing a lot of my big friends who have huge channels that are like 1 million plus. They're telling me now they got to go and find a job that isn't YouTube anymore, which I know some of you out there are like, that's right, go find a real job. But these people did make it their real job. I don't know if you guys understand how much work goes into a lot of these videos, how much editing, how much we pay for equipment. I'm nobody on YouTube, and just to give you an idea, my camera that I have, my best camera, costs $5,000. All right, so that's my best camera. All right, that's my Canon Mark IV, I think it's called, Canon Mark V. I can never remember the name of my own equipment. I just know if stuff looks good through it, I buy it. All right, and I don't get compensated for that. I haven't even made $5,000 from YouTube. All right, like I make a little bit of money here and there. I pick it up, I go to the bank, but that's, it's never been my idea to make YouTube my job. It's never been my goal. I was just always about creating videos, and I'll still always be about that, and I'll still continue on this channel. Even if they pulled all advertising from YouTube and never let us put advertisements on any video ever again, I would still make videos. But for some people who make like near TV quality or better than TV quality or movies for YouTube, they are now losing all the funding that they were getting before, and it's just kind of disheartening. It's like everybody's done their job on our side as far as creating content for YouTube. That's our jobs. We don't always get paid really well for it, or we don't always get the views or the subscribers or the popularity we want. That's completely up to us. That's not YouTube's job to do. But we put the effort in to make a lot of videos, to make a lot of entertainment, and that's why YouTube is the most popular video site on the internet right now, because there's so much variety, so many popular people on here making great media. I mean, I can tell you guys, most of the videos that are like top tier million plus videos on YouTube, they're like 10 years ahead a lot of the Japanese TV shows we have here in Japan. They're just so much better. I barely watch TV most times because YouTube's better. So if you're giving a product that's better than TV, and TV gets ads, people pay a ton to have ads on those, TV shows, why can't YouTube do that for them? For those bigger creators. I'm not talking about myself. I don't care if I ever make a surviving amount on YouTube. It's not my lifetime goal. I've got other things. I've got this company here. I'm not worried about that. But it's just like YouTube just let everything fall apart. Like, just let everybody be screwed over because of multiple reasons. They don't communicate with anybody within YouTube. They don't even communicate with like the top tier PewDiePie 50 million subscriber people that keep, their channel popular, that keep their website popular, that, pretty much put them on the map, let's be honest. That they don't even communicate to those people. Of course, I don't get any kind of communication at all either. But they don't even communicate to them. Like, how could you do that? How could you do that? Do you think there's another major company out there right now, and it's top earners, top earners that make literally millions of dollars for the company, and that's what PewDiePie does. He makes literally millions of dollars for YouTube. Do you think there's another company out there which somebody earns millions of dollars, whether it be commission, selling things, making ads, marketing, whatever, and they don't communicate to them? I doubt it. If there are, those people have probably already left the company, or those companies have already gone under. Can you imagine yourself being the CEO, or being even a top executive, or maybe even just being in a high management position of a company where there's people there that literally earn millions for your company, and you never communicate with it? You never even just tell them, like, good job, all right? And don't tell me Rewind Video is a way that they communicate. Oh, they give them a chance to do the Rewind Video. No. The Rewind Video makes money for YouTube, and YouTube gets that money, and maybe YouTube provides some cameras and stuff to film it, and maybe some directors, but big deal. I mean, that's nothing compared to what some of their top earners earn. Like, can you imagine running a company like that and not communicating with the people who earn the most money for your company? Or just making major changes that can affect those people and what they earn in their lifestyle and what they do and how they make their videos, but not telling them. It'd be like, okay, so you sell a product that gets millions of dollars in commission. You get a percentage of that commission, and the company you work for gets a larger percentage. Okay, because that's how videos work too. We make, I think, 45%, and then YouTube takes the rest. Okay? Imagine that. All right, you get 45% of everything you sell via commission, and the products you sell are worth millions of dollars, and your company gets the rest. If your company is going to make any change that affects how you sell that product, they're going to let you know right away, because it's going to affect your sales, it's going to affect your sales style, how you're going to sell that product, how you're going to market it, everything. And they know that, they understand that, and that's why companies communicate to their top earners, because they want to see them continue to be top earners or be happy in the situation that they're in, so they don't leave that company to be a top earner for another company. I can tell you right now, almost anybody I talk to within this little biz of making YouTube videos, and it is a bit of a biz, even here at the low ranks with me, they constantly talk about that if a competitive site came out to YouTube, they would jump ship in a second. They would be a fair weather employee right away. Of course, right? Sadly, there isn't a competitor. There isn't somebody else they can go to. So they're stuck here in the chaos, the confusion, the miscommunication, the silence, the doubt, and the misleading stuff that is YouTube. And it's totally misleading. I mean, they issue all different types of statements on Twitter and stuff, like hours, days, ages later, after finally tons of people are complaining. Yet now you're finally starting to see some people on YouTube say, oh, we've realized that some people's videos are being restricted, and that we've taken ad revenue off those, and now the new glitch is people aren't able to dispute that. So before, when we got our videos demonetized, we could dispute it and be like, look, you've made a mistake. Even though my video is called something suicide, it's about suicide prevention. It's not a video telling kids to go commit suicide. And then YouTube will take a look at it and be like, oh, okay, sorry about that, we made a bit of a mistake. Now they've made it so you can't even do that. You literally can't click dispute. It's just grayed out. And they're saying that that's a glitch now. That, oh, it's a glitch, we'll get on that. Well, while they're doing that, people aren't getting paid for those videos that they've made, that they've worked so hard on. And they're stupid videos too. Like, okay, for example, I've got a video, my 100,000 subscriber special. It's been demonetized. That was some controversial stuff there, right? I showed Minecraft, I thanked everybody. I said, thank you so much for the inspiration. Well, that video's been demonetized and I can't dispute it because it's grayed out. What? What kind of glitch is that? The glitch doesn't even make sense. Like, it's not even working on videos that could possibly, even if you made a mistake, if you're like, okay, this video is called Death, but it's about the heavy metal band called Death. And yes, there's a death metal band called Death. And it's not actually showing Death on there. It's just music. There's not even visuals. It's just like the CD album and music playing. Oh, sorry, we made a bit of a mistake. Sorry, you can monetize your video. Like, that's not even the mistake that's going on here. It's a video that's 100,000 subscribers special thank you. Like, what? YouTube's broken. It's broken. It's broken, and people are getting screwed over, and it's a pathetic mess. And look, like, our community managers here in Japan, they're great people, all right? To shout out the two girls who work the Osaka and the Tokyo community management, you guys do an awesome job. I know you're doing the best you can. I know you're working your butts off. I think you're probably working harder than any other department at some points, it seems like, because you're constantly keeping us informed of stuff. Of course, you don't have any kind of information as to why all this is happening. Usually what they have to do is send a support ticket to the support team, which most times do absolutely nothing, and then ask you to fill out a support, I don't know, what do you call it, review of how they did. Did we do a great job? No, because you didn't actually do anything at all. You've just sent me back the review score ticket to say how good of a job you did because I sent you an auto ticket and probably a bot sent me the review ticket back. Nobody's done anything. That's what happens. If you make a complaint, number one, good luck getting in touch with like a human being. Number two, good luck actually having anything changed or anything disputed properly. And number three, good luck actually having the support center support you at all with YouTube. It's just a mess. It's a mess. It's honestly, it's gotten to a point where like I'm just not that excited about trying to get hardcore into continuing to push and pump my videos and stuff. And you know, 100K was always my main goal. I got there. I'm super stoked I did. I couldn't have done it without you guys. You guys have given me more support than anyone as far as YouTube's concerned. I mean, they've done, they do nothing to promote us anymore. There's no way we can ever get on the trending page anymore. There's no way we can get on the front page. We're never recommended, even though like we're the top viewed people, and I'm like the top viewed gaijin in Osaka. I'm never gonna get recommended to anybody because the way their algorithm works, it's Smosh visits Japan. Oh, they've been here for one day and they really like to drink tea out of the vending machine. Crazy. That gets there way ahead of time because their algorithms suck. So, I owe everything to you guys for supporting me all this time, and I'm never gonna stop doing this. There was a time back there for a while with the sub glitch. Which now I'm experiencing again. By the way, guys, my channel is now considered an 18+ channel, and so there's a new glitch out there now that is unsubscribing anyone under 18 years old on my channel. So every time I upload a video, like I'll upload this one now, I'll lose like another 200 or 300 subscribers. I just don't care anymore. I'm going to keep making the videos because I enjoy making videos. I enjoy communicating with you guys. You guys are kind of like my only touch with the outside world that is in English-speaking countries. And I don't get to speak English too much here within Japan, so it's a cathartic experience for me, and I always want to thank you guys for giving me that outlet, for giving me that chance to talk to you guys. And that's why I'll continue to make these videos, because it keeps communication alive between you guys and me. And because, we just had the Hanami party. I got to meet some viewers of my channel in person. Wonderful thing. I mean, that's the great thing. I've made a lot of great friends. I've met a lot of great people. I've collabed with a lot of great people. I've done a lot of great projects with a lot of awesome people because of YouTube. But that's mostly because of those people, because they made the effort and I made the effort and we communicated with each other. I guess YouTube provided the very shaky platform in which to do so, and one that's not very reliable and has done weird stuff like flagged messages that are just nice people saying nice things about my channel, knocked comments off, deleted comments, had some videos that had like 2,000 comments and then half of them disappear. So, I mean, YouTube's made a platform in which that kind of works, but mostly it's between me and my friends making an effort to meet each other, talk to each other, and to be quite honest, most of it happens on Facebook. If you even ask most people who own a channel on YouTube, they don't even realize that there's a private message option on YouTube in the About section of a channel. That's how bad YouTube's communication experience is. Most people who own channels don't even know how to use that. And I'm not blaming them, that's not their fault. It's a poor system, it's set up like garbage. You know, the old system back in 2006, you could do all that on one page. Mind you, if we went back to that way now and that design style, it would look like it was 2006. So I understand they got to change the design, but the layout, you know, where they put the buttons, how you communicate with people, they don't need to change that. If anything, they need to make it easier. They need to go back to the old school way where everything was on one page and you knew how to communicate with them. Nobody knows how to do it anymore. Nobody tries to communicate with me like something I can't do right now is communicate with me on YouTube very much anymore. I used to get tons of PMs on there. Now almost all of them come through Facebook, which is fine, guys. Don't get me wrong. I love it that you guys contact me on there. Anybody asking, is it okay to contact me on there? Yes, please. It's totally okay. Please do. And it's just a mess. It's like, you know, there's multiple aspects that are messed up on there. The disputing's all messed up. The copyright system's all messed up. I've had other channels copyright my channel for videos where I did a commentary on their video. Even after I've done things like taken all the sound out of their video, split up the video into different sections and then critique each part, and then they could launch a copyright strike on me to the point that like I was shut down to only 15-minute videos and couldn't live stream anymore. And their basis for that, what was their basis for that? They said it was because I used their logo from their channel. Well, it's like, well, yeah, because I showed your video and your logo is in the video. Like, there's nothing in like fair use. It's like, and you must blur out everybody's logos. So they just abuse the system, right? List25 is the channel that did that. And I'm not going to go into the whole story now, but I had to like fight that. And, you know, I was willing to take them to court and everything. And there's just no support from YouTube. YouTube is shoot first with a bunch of changes and don't even ask questions later. Fuck questions later. Let's just let these guys, you know, feel around in the dark, grope in the dark, and try to figure out the new system we just suddenly launched. And now at this point too, it's gotten so bad that they're not even maintaining their own system, to the point that their advertisements are just showing up on any kind of video possible. And they've put so much focus into doing things like creating restricted mode, which restricts the LGBT community. It restricts my channel. Even if you go into restricted mode, you won't be able to see much on my channel either. It's amazing. And well, you know, is my channel that edgy? Do I talk about, like, I understand maybe you don't want like little kids watching my Suicide in Japan video, but I mean the rest of the stuff is like me playing with my kids and stuff. You know, I'm not like a extremely heavy bad language channel, NSFW channel. Where I'm talking about Japan. Like I show a peaceful temple that's restricted. Little 14-year-old kids shouldn't see a temple in Japan. Like, come on, YouTube. None of your systems work. You implement, create, and put all these systems that just seem to screw up everything more. It's just such a mess. And it's so frustrating to have to fight through that. Here's what I want to do. This is the crazy system that I want. I want to make a video. I want to make anything I want to make as far as, you know, within reason. Obviously, again, no porn, no super graphic violence or anything like that, because there's different channels for, you know, there's different .coms for that. You know, I want to make what's in the community guidelines, which are actually very reasonable within the old school way YouTube used to work. I want to upload that video, and I want people to watch it. And that's it. That's all I want. I don't want my comments deleted. I don't want my views deleted. I don't want my subscribers purged from me for being over the age of 18 or under the age of 18. I don't want people kicked from my channel, unsubscribed from my channel, which I myself have been too, unsubscribed from tons of the channels that I love. I want to upload a video, and I want people to be able to watch it. And I want the people who are subscribed to stay subscribed. All right, now if they want to leave their own volition, fine, big deal, that's fine. Everybody has that choice. You know, you hate my channel now, That, you know, I understand. There's some channels I don't watch anymore either. I don't want my views to suddenly be deleted. I've had some where I've had like 3,000 views and suddenly knocks down to 2,000 views, or like I had 4,000 and then it stops at 4,000 for 3 days and then suddenly jumps to 6,000. I just want to be able to like easily maintain what's going on with my channel, just to understand what people liked, what people didn't like. I want to be able to easily upload videos to my channel, and I want people to be able to watch those videos. I really don't even care if I get to put ads on them or not. All right, it's like I said, it's not super important to me. YouTube, what the hell happened? Like, how did you let it get this bad? I've never seen any company let it get this bad. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed everything you saw today. Sorry for the long rant, but it had to happen. I had to get this off my chest. This has been bugging me, watching this happen to my channel, watching this happen to other channels. You know, we continue to bleed subs left and right due to this new age restrictions unsub glitch. We lose views and suddenly gain views randomly, sometimes 1,000 or more at a time. Comments have been deleted now too. I've had half of my comments deleted on some older videos. Tons of videos have been demonetized now. Things like even my 100,000 subscriber video has been demonetized. And guys, if you still see ads on stuff after it's been demonetized, I know sometimes people are like, you said this was demonetized, but I see ads showing up. YouTube sometimes just sticks ads on stuff without our permission. Like we don't always get to choose. Like if they want to throw one at the beginning, I think the only thing they can't do is like a middle cut one. They can put them at the end, they can put them at the beginning. Sometimes they'll still do that anyway, so sorry, I don't have any control over that. You know, we're just dealing with a lot of garbage right now, and it kind of dissuades you from like wanting to create for YouTube because you don't know what's going to happen to your creation. You know what I mean? Is it going to get like I've had some videos. I have one, my 2016 year in review. I can't show you that video. There is like maybe 13 seconds in there where I have Baby Metal featured. And because I talked about Baby Metal and I showed a trailer, now mind you, this is just a trailer for their concert that they had somewhere in the UK, I can't remember where. Because I showed a little glimpse of that trailer and talked over it, I didn't like just play the music and be like, guys, watch this whole live show. I showed a clip of this trailer. That was copyright strike. Like I would have suffered a huge copyright strike if I leave that up there, and there's no way to dispute it or anything. Like it's just grayed out. I can't. So it's like, you know, you're allowed to turn this back on if you want to, but realize like they could take you to court, and like that's a big Japanese conglomerate. Like I'm not gonna fight, what is it, Pony Canyon or whatever they're called that owns that company. It's so ridiculous. So like even what they have in mind as fair use doesn't follow the fair use laws. You know, we can't even show our full videos sometimes. Sometimes my videos are blocked in Germany. I don't know what's going on in Germany, but everything gets blocked there. And sometimes I upload a video and one song will have the whole video blocked as soon as I upload it. And I won't know until like maybe I upload it and then go to bed and I wake up and like everyone's like, yo, we couldn't see your new video. It's been blocked all night. I lose all my first time views. Like I lose all my first 24-hour views. I put it up and it's like, this was uploaded 3 days ago. And so everyone's like, oh yeah, screw this is an old video. But it's not. And it's not those people's fault for thinking it's an old video. I mean, pretty much it is, but YouTube blocked it out for those 3 days and I didn't know or something. I go on vacation, but before I do, I upload a couple videos. It's been blocked. Oh, because you had one song in there that you played for 1 second that happens to be a copyright song. It's like you roll, the barrel and decide to shoot. It's the roulette of copyright strikes. You got a copyright gun to your head every time you upload a video. And sometimes it can even just be some kind of imagery. I've had things where I talk about like a tiny clip from an anime for 1 second, and because I have that 1 second clip or 2 seconds a clip, it nullifies the whole video. I can't show it. What a mess. What a freaking mess. And it's so frustrating. I just want to make videos, man. I just want to make videos. I just want to make stuff for you guys. I just want to communicate with you guys. I just want to enjoy creating again. I want to just focus on that. I don't have to worry about all these different things that might happen to my video when I upload it every single time. And I'm sorry you gotta listen to me sit here and bitch about it. I'm sure it's a pain for you too. You're like, Scott, we just want to sit here and watch some stuff too. Not necessarily my channel, but other channels on YouTube. In the meantime, if you could check out my other channel, just called Scott Ackerman. I've been still going with this whole triangle thing. I don't know where I'm going with this yet. I'm still focusing on everything from ASMR hypnosis, nightmare hypnosis, try to make you have nightmares by listening to it, to talking about death. And I think my next one might be unsubscribed you at this point. Thank you. If YouTube has unsubscribed you and you subbed back, super thank you. All right, thank you a second time, and however many times you have to sub again. Until next time, I'm Unrested with the questions you requested. Have a good one.